Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years.
베데스다 RPG의 특성이 들어있다는 것을 강조하고 있어요. 베데스다 RPG라면 선형적 플레이가 아닌 다양한 선택을 할 수 있고 또한 선택이 이후 플레이에 영향을 미친다는 것을 의미한다고 볼 수 있겠죠. 폴아웃 4에서는 다소 그런 면이 많이 줄었었는데 과연 선택의 범위가 스카이림에 가까울지 그 이상일지 기대됩니다. 90% 이상이 가스형 행성일 것이다. 노맨즈 스카이 같지는 않을 것이다 등 말이 많았지만 사견을 보태자면 1000개의 행성이 실제로 방문 가능하다고 해도 모두 NPC를 배치하고 퀘스트가 연결되는 등 유의미한 숫자는 아닐 것이라 생각합니다. 달이 그저 배경이 아닌 실제로 공전한다는 점을 부각하며 기술적인 면에 발전이 있었음을 은근히 어필하며 방문도 가능하다고 말하고 있습니다. 리얼타임 글로벌 일루미네이션. 아무래도 배경이 우주와 행성이다 보니 빛에 초점을 안 둘 수가 없었을 겁니다. 항성 유형과 대기 구성에 따라 달라지는 빛이라니 여러분 더 좋은 그래픽 카드가 필요하겠어요. 1인칭과 3인칭 시점을 모두 지원하는 건 기존 스카이림이나 폴아웃에서도 그랬었죠. 애니메이션은 좀 더 부드러워지고 발전한 게 보이네요.
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources, do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
애니메이션과 그래픽, 총기의 질감 등 모든 것이 장족의 발전을 이룬 것이 보이지만 영상만 봐서는 타격감은 폴아웃의 그 타격감 같이 느껴집니다. 실제 플레이에서는 다르게 느껴질 수도 있으니 속단하진 않겠습니다. 이 부분을 봐서는 죽은 적이 나풀거리는 걸 아직도 해결하지 못한 건 아닐까 의심됩니다. 은근 그 부분을 신경 쓰는 분들이 있는 것 같던데 9월이 되어야 알 수 있겠죠. 다양한 자파를 수집 가능하게 해놓은 것도 베데스다 게임들의 특징이죠. 폴아웃 4처럼 업그레이드 등의 재화로 사용될 수도 있겠네요. 인벤토리를 보니 이번에도 많은 무더분들의 수고가 들어가야 할 듯 보입니다. 무기의 데이터를 보니 폴아웃 4처럼 개조가 가능하리라 예상되는군요. 그동안 스카이림과 폴아웃에서 음식에 대한 유저들의 소리를 들었는지 음식을 몇 번을 강조하네요. 바스코라는 로봇 동료? 아니 노예인가? 개조가 가능하면 좋겠군요. 우주선이 폴아웃의 정착지 같은 역할을 겸할 것 같아요. 크루라는 걸 봐선 복수의 동료들을 만나고 그들과 함께 우주선으로 이동할 수 있을 것 같은데 군대를 이뤄 함께 행동할 수 있을지는 의문입니다.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource-heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space
중력
and jump to
점프를
these
설명하고
systems.
있으며
And you will need to
우주선과
upgrade
스킬을
your ship and skills if you
업그레이드하면
want to
더
jump to the
먼
most
곳으로
distant
점프가
ones.
가능하다고
But for
합니다.
now, we'll plot a
이런
course to
부분을
the Alpha
이용해서
Centauri
레벨
system,
디자인을
where
한
we
것
can find the
같군요.
city of New
중력
Atlantis.
점프를 하지 않고 긴 시간을 들여 날아갈 수도 있을지 궁금해지네요. 아무래도 중력 점프를 하거나 행성으로 이동하거나 우주선에 들어가는 등 모두 구획을 나눠 로딩이 생길 것 같지만 일단 영상에서는 매우 매끄럽게 보여서 다행이네요. 행성을 앞에 두고 선택을 통한 로딩 후 진입인 거 보면 직접 우주선을 조종해서 착륙하거나 하는 건 불가할 것 같아요.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided
뉴
upwards to
아틀란티스가
just these
화이트런이나
boundless and
다이아몬드
vast
시티 역할을
buildings.
하겠죠?
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them,
팩션 중 하나가
Constellation is
소개되는
sort of seen as
부분이에요.
this mythical group.
폴아웃 때처럼
Most people
어느
don't even
팩션을
know they
선택하던
exist
큰
anymore.
차이는 없는
They're the
엔딩을 향해
last
가는
true
것이 아닌
explorers in the galaxy,
스카이림처럼
and they're trying to
각자의
find the
스토리를
answers to
갖고
some of
다른 엔딩을
humanity's
추구할 수
biggest
있기를
questions.
희망합니다.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact, if you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Cydonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies. Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space. The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
아킬라 시티는 서부시대 느낌이 나는군요. 이 도시 소개 부분을 보자면 몇몇 도시들이 있는 행성들을 제외한 곳들은 던전이나 자원 채집소의 역할을 하는 최악의 상황이 벌어질 수도 있을 것 같아요. 물론 사견입니다만 아직까지 행성의 정착을 위한 기지를 세우거나 적 팩션과 단순한 전투가 아닌 상호작용을 통한 관계 변화 같은 건 공개되지 않았거든요.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face. This is the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile.
They think
The galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities, and by mixing and matching out that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Hey, come on, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
It's also the simplest character generation system we've ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in. Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with
캐릭터
3 basic skills.
커스터마이징에서 주목되는 부분은 배경 설정과 기본 스킬 부분이에요. 다회차를 해도 충분히 다른 경험을 제공할 수 있을 것 같아
What's great about
보여요.
backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
By Vectera! Is it really, really you?
He'll join your crew, and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
와우, 방금 행동에 따라 특성이 변경될 수 있다는 것을 나타낸 건가요?
Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills. Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill.
스킬은 다 찍을 수는 있지만 각 스킬을 찍으려면 스킬별 요구 조건을 충족시켜야 하는 식의 스카이림과 폴아웃의 짬짜면 같은 느낌으로 보이네요.
With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
I like the Xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat. That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie and then jumping out and springing on people.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them. I like blowing stuff up.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures. Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships.
우주선 전투가 가능하고 난파선 탐험이 가능하다면 해적놀이를 할 수 있단 소리겠죠? 기대되네요.
It's all out there. Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be
우주선
blown
구매
away
및
by the amount of stuff
커스터마이징
you can do.
부분은 제가 굉장히 기대하는 부분 중 하나인데요. 폴아웃이나 스카이림의 모드들을 보면 장소를 이동하는 주거지가 꼭 나왔고 인기도 제법 있었거든요. 그걸 이제 우주선으로 제대로 경험해 볼 수 있을지도 모르겠어요.
Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes. You can customize
아무래도
and
우주선을
upgrade everything you see
커스터마이징하면
here.
우주선 내부 공간에도
two ways to
일정
do that.
공간이 추가되는 식에 그치지
quickly
않을까
upgrade
싶기도 하지만
individual systems like your
폴아웃 4
weapons
때
or
정착지
shields,
건설 같은 경험을
or you can
제공해 줄
deep
수
dive and enter the
있다면
ship
매우
builder mode.
만족스러울 텐데요.
Here you can change
영상만
anything,
봐서는
from the
그런 세세한
systems to
부분까지
the look and
수정하는
layout.
모습은 보이지 않는
Adding a
상태예요.
new habitat module
그래도
can give you more
기대해보는
room for
중입니다.
crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want. The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds mess halls, and control rooms. Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had a giant tail to it. And we've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
And while you can build your home among the stars the way you want to, you're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
우야 로맨스. 이제 베데스다 게임에서 빠질 수 없는 부분이
And if you're
된
looking for a
건가요?
little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run.
기지가 드디어 언급되었습니다.
And just like
기지를 점령할 수
companions,
있는
most crew members
형태인지
can lend a hand in the
정착지처럼
field.
건설을 해
Take
나갈
Costco,
수
for
있는
instance.
부분인지 이 부분도
It's
기대돼요.
designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the grav drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump. And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there. Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to
우주선
zero
전투
in on
부분에서
specific
폴아웃의
subsystems
배치
of the ship you
시스템과
target.
비슷한 부분이 있군요. 스킬을 찍어야 사용이 가능한 듯하네요.
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
물론 도킹에서 상대의 우주선을 통째로 뺏을 수도 있는 등 다양한 선택이 가능한 점도 좋습니다. 대항해 시대의 우주펀 같은 느낌도 얻을 수 있을까요?
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance. Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars. There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this.
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all these sandwiches and put them, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments are the ones you discover on your own. The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder, and sometimes a little fear. We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself.
이 부분에서 분명히 해주고 있군요. 행성 자체는 절차적 콘텐츠라고 하는 건 우주선을 운전해서 직접 들어갈 수 없는 로딩을 거쳐 들어가는 나뉘어진 맵이란 거려. 이 설명 부분에서 시스템 빌드라는 것이 조금 신경 쓰입니다. 어쩌면 랜덤 인카운터 형태로 그때그때 일정 패턴 중에 선정되어 랜덤하게 생성되는 행성을 뜻하는 듯 들리기도 하거든요. 이런 랜덤 형성은 자칫하면 그게 그거인 듯한 행성의 반복을 경험하게 할 수도 있거든요. 노맨즈 스카이처럼요. 일부 메인 퀘스트 흐름에서 벗어나는 행성들을 그런 식으로 생성한다면 모더들이 만든 치밀한 스토리에 잘 만들어진 행성을 기대하기 힘들 수도 있고 1000개의 행성이 무의미할 수도 있다고 생각되네요. 그런 행성에서는 단편적인 랜덤 퀘스트 수행 정도가 한계일 수도 있으니 더더욱 무의미하게 느껴질 수도 있다고 봐요.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet, whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters, we wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan
기지를
out
세울
larger
수도
parts of the
있군요.
outpost and placing those larger
건설이라니.
tabs. So that way you can
하지만
really
모듈을
plan your
통해서
structures and
건설하고
what the
그 안에
overall feel of
세세한
your outpost
부분을
is.
역시
And then when
조정할
you're
수
on your feet,
없다면
you can
반쪽짜리
really
느낌일
decorate
텐데요.
and fine-tune things
영상만
much
봐서는
easier.
그냥 모듈 조립해서 끝나고 내부는 모듈에 할당된 대로 써야 하는 것으로 보입니다. 아직 발매한 것은 아니니 희망을 놓치는 말아야겠습니다.
Add crafting and research stations in your outposts to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes. Larger magazines.
폴아웃 포식의
a
무기
selection
개조가
of grips and
가능함을
barrels,
분명히 해주는
different ammunition
부분이네요.
like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor. You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying. Zero-gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero-G will actually push you backwards.
대체로 폴아웃을 해본 분들은 익숙할 듯한 전투화면이지만 무중력에서의 탄에 의한 영향 등등 기존보다 많은 부분이 향상된 게
These are
보입니다.
high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage. Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger. Starfield's got you covered.
방금 초능력인 건가? 9월이 정말 기다려지는군요.
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and, wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship, and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships,
Audio design,
Planets, the day-night cycle.
Those details matter to me.
Diplomacy, exploration, freedom,
the ending.
Beskap, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on.
Lever action, rocket launcher.
Brain sprout. I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben. The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
Let's go. Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
그럼 다음에 또 봐요.